Jesus is in the line of those who want to get baptized, and John gets really confused. Matthew says this. He says, then Jesus came from Galilee to the Jordan to be baptized by John. Jesus has been up in Nazareth in Galilee there to the north, all right? It's where he grew up. He's been there for 25, 30 years almost right now. And John is in the Jordan River. He's gone up and down the whole Jordan River Valley, but he's now down south toward Jerusalem, still in the wilderness, still by the river baptizing. But Jesus comes and he walks down. And this is the beginning of his public ministry. And the first thing he wants to do is he wants to be baptized by John. And it's just a great story to think about what happened. See, it's interesting. The first thing that happens is John doesn't want to baptize Jesus, all right? John is not comfortable with this. He says, this is not the way it's supposed to be. Matthew 3:14 says, but John tried to deter him. And the Greek there is, John kept on trying to deter him. He didn't just say, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. No, he kept on saying, this doesn't make any sense. What are you doing here? You're the Messiah. You're the one I'm talking about. You're perfect. You don't need to repent. You don't have any sins to confess. I knew. You were my cousin growing up. Bugged me. You were perfect. You never sinned. You don't need to change your life. What? And if anybody's going to baptize, I'm not worthy to baptize you. I'm not worthy to wash your feet, much less baptize you. John, this just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Here, how about this? How about you baptize me, and then you let loose some of that fire I've been promising? There's a Pharisee over there who's just been bugging me. How about just one zap, kind of right there? How about that? You baptize me, show some of that fire, show some of that judgment, and we'll be ready to go again. And I'll keep going on. John does not want to baptize Jesus. And I'm so glad Matthew tells us that. Think about it. I'm so glad Matthew tells us that. Because what it shows us is that sometimes it can be pretty confusing to follow Jesus.